Hi, you're back with Gail. This is Radio Hawke's Bay, and I am actually in Murchison at the moment. So I'm away from the studio. So we are doing this kind of remotely today, just for something different. I'm on a little adventure. And like I said just before, life is the adventure. So be adventurous, be brave, step out of your comfort zone, give it a try. Doesn't matter if it doesn't work out. You've got that feeling that you did your best. So we are going to look at what are our messages for February 2025. And these messages, I use the tarot. The tarot simply is a older version of our modern card playing deck that is still used today. And ones that I use are the ones that help us explore the things that are important in the month for you. This is very general. It is not a personal reading. If you want a personal reading, you can always come and see me. My phone number is 027 4166 545. I'm available by appointment. And you can get a more personal life picture for yourself, and from that it helps you to make choices. It helps you to make decisions. It may help you choose a different reaction to the one that you're presently harboring, or wanting to respond to in a certain way. It may help you kind of respond differently. So that's why we find the inside of the cards helpful. And I will say, we're doing this for February. This is general for you. And so for a lot of you, this may not resonate immediately. It may come about in a month or 2 months, even though it says it's for February. We have a way of shutting things off from ourselves. We can put barriers up. We can not be ready. We can not be willing to do these things or to follow advice. And that's okay. That is your free will. That's absolutely what you must use, is your free will, okay? So we're going to look and see, what have we got for you who are listening and who are watching? What have we got for you that is helpful, insightful, inspirational, or informative for the month of February? And the card that I have bought is the Lion. It's the Strength card. It's the card that says you can handle every single situation in your life. I know it feels absolutely impossible, but you can and you will. In the picture, we see a woman. She has tamed the lion. The lion runs beside her. A lion will normally attack, but this lion has been tamed. This is you taming those difficult aspects and challenges in your life. So this is, when I look at the card, it's just keep going. Keep doing what you can. And being strong is not about being aggressive. You must not be the lion that's going to eat people. You must be the lion that holds your head up high with pride. The lion doesn't have to explain or apologize. The lion simply needs to be strong and have courage and carry on. And when this card shows up, people, this is saying that you have been through the mill and things might still be happening. It says, stay strong in your truth. Stay strong in the good attributes that you have and the good aspects of personality. Last year I said to you about avoiding doing things that hurt other people, but to act with grace, to act with that side of you, that higher you, that part of you that you could be proud of, the way you handled things. It's actually the best thing you can do to make yourself feel happy, knowing that you have done your best. How many times have you felt bad because you have felt you have failed? How many times have you felt bad because you felt you let yourself down by your behavior and your actions? Lots, because you're a human being, okay? And that is the way that human beings learn. We all make mistakes. We all muck things up. We all create chaos. It's not that we do it. It's what did we learn from it? And will we do it the same next time? So this is saying you have the ability now to deal with anything that comes your way from now on, okay? And it doesn't have to be hard, and it doesn't have to be the challenges you've faced already. This says you've survived those. The lion isn't looking like he's been torn up, okay? He's come out unscarred. He's been master of himself. Be the master of yourself. So February is, in every relationship and interaction particularly, be able to cooperate, be able to assess whether someone is supportive of you or not, whether the relationship you have with this person, friendship, whatever, is something that encourages you to be the best version of yourself. And this is the month of assessment, okay? Because everything needs to balance. By the end of February, if you know and feel good with the relationships you have in your life, by the end of February, then you are in those relationships for the future, okay? Cool. So now we will look at the next card for February 2025. What's helpful, useful, and informative for you? Let me look. We have the Justice card. Okay, so this is saying, it's a little bit like what I just said before in a different way. It's saying weigh things up. Okay, this is pros, this is cons, this is, what's working, what's not working. Is this fair? Is this unfair? How can I create a level of fairness? And I get it. Life is not fair. Like my parents taught me life is not fair. And that's just part of how can I create my life for myself to feel that it's fair, that it's balanced, because fairness is about balance, give and take. It's about weighing up the good parts, the bad bits, the pros, the cons, and figuring out what's really working for you, what really is going to work for you going forward. So it also talks about those of you who have legal things going on. So February is a month where a lot of the legal things that have been happening maybe before Christmas are being kind of settled a little bit. So there are decisions that are being made in legal matters in February. So that's something you can look forward to. And if you've got something legal that starts up in February, this is a reassurance, okay, that if you play a fair game, fairness will come to you, okay? So it's not about hit, bite back. It's about, again, what I said, saying your truth, but saying it with a good volume of voice, with calmness, with being strong in your truth, and just saying what needs to be said from your truth, and not from panic or fear, because that's where we get aggression from. The most aggressive people are the most scared. They're just terrified. They're full of fear over what might happen and what they can't control. This card says that this month, if you have the opportunity to put anything forward that is of a legal matter, whether it's custody of children, whether it's to do with a spouse and division of property, this is look at what is fair to you. What do you feel is fair? And then puts down some facts and figures about why that is fair to you. And do that with yourself first, because once you've done that, then you'll be able to see, am I actually really being fair to the other person? With their input that they have put in, am I being fair? Or am I just angry and want to hurt that other person? Please consider this. This does not work well from this year onward. It does not work well at all. You will just end up feeling sad and full of regrets. They will weigh more heavily on you from now on than they ever have in the past, because we are in a higher frequency of energy. So everything that is not a higher frequency will just feel like a lead weight. It will just weigh you down. So, fairness, conducting yourself in the fairest possible way that you can. Fair not just to yourself, but fair to another person. And please, you must do it so it's fair to you as well. It is time for that kind of like boldness of the strength card that we had, of the lion, that boldness of just daring yourself to say the truth, but say the truth in a very calming way, in a very matter-of-fact calming way, okay? Anywho, so there seems to be a lot at this point to do with maybe settlements, maybe to do with, like I said, custodies, legal matters, wills, all that kind of stuff. And if it's to do with family and wills, I get it. It becomes a little bit of a fight at the end when it's families over a loved one's wants and needs and over their will, and it can absolutely tear a family apart if you let it. Please be the bigger person this month. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to let it be that way. So something else that's helpful for February, the sun. Okay, so the sun is, guess what? There are positive things that will happen for you from February onwards. And I just got a big confirmation on that. There are positive things that will happen for you, in your favor, for your benefit. So if you seem to lose, it's because you are meant to have something better. That is the only reason. And I get all of that stuff that is hard, that is hurtful, that is absolutely flattens you to a pancake. I get it. The sun only ever appears when the outcome is positive for everyone, not just one person. Positive for you, positive for everyone. However that works out, when the sun shines, it's going to be quite spectacularly different to what you've been going through and what you've been dealing with. It puts the rain clouds behind you, brings the sunshine into your life. And I'm going to kind of elaborate on some of these cards in the next segment. So I am Gail. This is Life Coaching with Gail, and we are Radio Hawke's Bay, and my number is 027 4166 545 if you would like a personal reading with me. Namaste.